First and foremost, we're all so fortunate to be here, incredibly fortunate. And I want to say a big thank you to the Forte Foundation for this award, but also for assembling such a phenomenal network of women and for putting together this incredible event. So thank you. And to that end, I also want to thank, obviously, Amazon for hosting us for the last 3 days, because it's been a really inspirational event, and we're, again, just so fortunate to be in such a cool space. Before I get started, I want to quickly thank some people, in absentia, my friends and family, obviously, who aren't here, but who have supported me through the whirlwind that is and will be the MBA for all of you out there. I want to thank the Rotman School of Management for allowing me and giving me the support and the platform that I needed to initiate some new things. They took some risks on me that they may not have taken, and I think I wouldn't be here without their support. I want to thank my professors and my colleagues at Rotman who stretched me intellectually and academically, and I want to make a special thank you to Lee Gauthier, who's somewhere, for the nomination. Thank you so much for your support. So for those of you who don't know, the Rotman School of Management is located at the University of Toronto in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Canada is to the north, and it's home to, I know some people, you'd be surprised. So Canada is home to some really great things. Canada is home to maple syrup. It's home to hockey, Celine Dion, Drake. It's home to poutine. It's home to Justin Trudeau. Just let that simmer for a minute. And it's the only country in the world where, get this, woman hits moose on way to visit sister who hit moose is an actual news headline. This was actually in the news. So I want to take a couple of minutes just to reflect on my MBA experience, and trust me, it'll only be a few words, as I've been procrastinating hard on writing these remarks, harder, in fact, than I procrastinated on all of my statistics and operations homework combined, because it's really hard to distill all the feelings that I have about receiving this tremendous honor and about graduating yet again into anything more than a series of those cry face emojis. But as a student of business and a future consultant, I thought it only appropriate to create a list of takeaways, to enumerate, if you will, a series of 7 key factors that drove my MBA experience. Granted, I am by no means an expert on any of these subjects, but if a single person in this room can take away even one thing, then I'll consider these remarks a great success. The first is to expect to be transformed. And I entered the MBA expecting to be challenged academically, to learn new concepts, tools, and formulae. I expected to be challenged and to be introduced to new ways of thinking. But what I hadn't expected was the very, very personal transformation that I underwent, which forced me to reassess a lot of my relationships, my objectives, and the way that I understood myself. I mentioned this next door. Failure is super, super important. During this transformation, fail fast and fail often. The MBA is a dry run for your future career, so now is the time to ask the stupid questions, to make mistakes, to take risks, and to get the answer wrong. And when you do fail, take responsibility and own your failures to yourself and to your teammates. When you fail, and there will be failures, learn from your failures. And when you succeed, and you will succeed, slow down, take a breath, and celebrate your successes. If you need help, ask for help. And this is something that I still struggle with all the time. I'm hoping to achieve what Liz Dorr calls mastery in this particular realm, but I'm not quite there yet. The MBA is a challenging and overwhelming experience. You will be pushed, you will be stressed, and when you need help, you should ask for it. No person is an island, nor do they need to be. Give back to your school. The MBA is an experience that amplifies effort. You get back exponentially more than what you put in, And it's those people who are engaged, who participate, and who are willing to grind for a year or two that get the most out of their degrees. I encourage you to go into the MBA with an open mind. Don't be limited by preconceived notions of what a career in business should be or looks like, and don't be strictly bogged down by what it was that you thought that you wanted to do. The MBA is an opportunity to solidify old passions, but also to develop new ones. Let your values guide you. With that open mind as your foundation, be guided by the values that intrinsically motivate you. If you're driven by family, take decisions that allow you to prioritize that part of your life. Whatever inspires you, be it intellectual challenge, financial security, competition, or autonomy, align your choices with those passions. Finally, I want to quote a finding from the Journal of Psychological Science because it's relevant, but mostly because if I didn't find a way to incorporate some data or academic finding, you might all question whether I completed an MBA or not. A study first conducted in 2010 finds that women have a much lower threshold for what constitutes offensive behavior. And the study found that while women and men apologize approximately 81% of the time for actions that they deem offensive, that women deem far more of their own actions apology-worthy. And that's a long way of saying that women apologize considerably more than their male counterparts for things that don't objectively require an apology at all. So that, in combination with the fact that I'm Canadian, to the other Canadians in the room, it'll come as no surprise that I sometimes spend up to 23 hours a day just apologizing for stuff. But if the MBA taught me one thing, it is to be wholly and completely unapologetic for my ambition. And so if I can leave you with a seventh and final piece of advice, it is to never, never apologize for what you want, for the things that you need to meet your objectives, or for what you achieve. You all deserve every bit of your success, and I wish you all the very best of luck. Thank you.